Hi folks, this is Ryan from ORS Racks Direct here in gorgeous Montpelier, Vermont. And we're talking about stackers today, different types of kayak stackers. And right now we've made our way to the Thule version, aptly named the Stacker. The 830 The Stacker, kayak stacker. Now stackers are great because you can carry multiple boats on each side of this upright. You could stack boats, and they're ideal for smaller boats. You know, if you've got a big ocean kayak, I would suggest a J-cradle or a saddle. However, with a whitewater kayak like this, or a recreational boat, 12 feet or shorter, these are really a good choice. They don't take up a lot of crossbar spread, which is nice. As you can see, I've got my bike mounted on the crossbars, so I'm trying to save some space, and the stacker is going to allow me to do that. The 830 stacker, it's aluminum, and it's nice and durable. It can fold down, which is a nice feature. You just loosen this knob here, and push that in, and that will fold flat, which is a good thing when you're not using it. But today, today we are using it. So I'm glad that happened actually, so that you know not to thread that out too far. You don't need to thread it out too far, just enough to loosen it. So there we go. All right. The other thing to note is the clamp hardware here. You'll see. Right now I've got this mounted to a Yakima round bar. Obviously it'll fit a Thule square bar, it'll fit an Inno square bar, and it will fit virtually all factory crossbars. If you've got a, like a Highlander, for example, Toyota Highlander, with factory crossbars, these will mount directly to those. So you won't need to invest in a base system. You can put them directly on your factory crossbars. All right. Not lockable, but there are locking options for your kayak. A couple of them. The steel core locking straps. So basically nylon webbing strap with a steel inner cable and a locking buckle. Another popular one is the Lash Lock. It's got this sort of locking clamp here. This cable feeds into it, and you kind of open it and then close it. Cinches down nice and tight on your boat, or your cargo bag, or whatever you might want to be locking to your roof. That isn't sort of a locking accessory, and it's got a little combination. Couple of options. The stacker comes with a set of load straps and ratcheting bow and stern tie downs. The nice thing about these straps, come with a little buckle cover to protect your paint and your boat, and the bow and stern tie downs are ratcheting, which is nice. Now these are a good idea for longer boats, maybe if you're on a really long road trip. It doesn't hurt to put these on the bow and stern to really secure the boat safely. Alright, well, pretty much ready to go. One other thing I should point out. You'll notice an extra thing on these crossbars, and what I've got here are a product made by Inno, the 451 Cradle Stops they're called, and what they do is they will act as a stop for my boat. I'm going to push my boat against these uprights, and then I need to strap it down. Well, it's kind of tricky sometimes. Some certain boats, depending on the shape, might want to sort of slip or slide and sort of fall into the bottom of the boat. So here, this allows you a stop. It'll keep the boat in place while I strap it down. It's an extra accessory made by Inno, and it's a good option with any stacker. Alright, so I'm ready to go boating. Ready to load it up, hit the water. So, up goes the boat. And you can see that 451 Cradle Stop in action. Keeps that boat really in place. So now I'm free to strap it down without the worry of it falling. And up and over we go. And here's how I like to strap my boats down. Underneath the crossbar, got the buckle up high, coming over the top here, and I'm just going to move this bumper out of the way for now so that I can feed my strap through. There it goes. Pick up some of the slack, and maybe I'll push that back on there. There we go. And then tighten that down nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. You take up the rest of the strap any way that works for you. I usually kind of double it up, wrap it around a couple times, go through there, And, you know, something like that ought to do the trick. There we go. And there we have it. Now, one boat is looking pretty good. Obviously, I would strap down the back end here, of course. And, you know, I might decide to use the bow and stern tie downs. But if I want to carry a couple of boats, I mean, I'd take my bike off and I could put a boat on the other side. I could maybe even put two boats against each other on the back side of that upright. So, whatever you need to do. Again, better for smaller boats, such as this Nicky Jive 1998 Beauty. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, folks. I am Ryan from ORS, RacksDirect.com. Once again, the Thule 830 Stacker.